In this video, I'll be breaking down the exact process of how I personally closed 115K for AJ Ellison just in the DMs in the first 2 months of working with him, the sales system I used and how I put it together, and how you can do the same thing and get similar results or even better. So what was the problem AJ had? AJ was stuck. He wanted to start selling high ticket coaching, but his schedule was already 80% full. He felt overworked, burnt out, and it was even making him miss out on valuable time with his family, especially his newborn son, Courage, and all for a low ticket program that didn't even have great margins. So think about it. If you're in his position, he had $45 a month and you're trying to sell a bunch of those versus a $2,000 program, which one would you go for? Of course, it's easier to sell a $2,000 program. It's easier to sell fewer programs than it is to sell a high amount of programs. So what happened after we started working together? Well, AJ, first and foremost, was completely able to remove himself from the client acquisition process. And within the first week, he made $14,000 in sales. Not only that, but after the first month of working together, he made a total of $54,000 in sales, which was 3x his current revenue. Not only was he happier, but he was actually able to spend more time with his family, especially his baby son Courage, as well as start to secure his family's future by saving and putting money into investments so his money would work for him. So these are just some of the results. The other team members on the team were really surprised. They'd never seen anything like this. They go 14,000 in a week, 3 sales, 6K in one day, 40,000 in the first 3 weeks, as you can see right here. Everybody is super happy on the team. Again, more. As you see, I actually created a massive problem for AJ because he had to start upgrading his business just because he was getting clients way too fast. As you can see here, stop the video, have a look at what AJ said. Effing weapon. There you go. So what we went on to was the chat to sale conversion system. So prior, he was just using people coming to IG, they go to his link, landing page, low ticket offer. Working quite well. He was making thousands of dollars of doing this. What was the 50K chat to sales conversion system? What does it look like? So this is how it happened. So the way I converted people that were interested in working with AJ was first by they come into the DMs and I qualify them. After they've been qualified, I send them to a highly optimized VSL that they could not say no to. As well as that, there's other aspects to it. I optimized the whole sales system so it's more efficient. And now all of this is part of the offer that he's working with. Now, all I did is to qualify people who are interested in working with him, and I amplified the frustration through some simple questions before sending them to that VSL, to people who are actually qualified. And after the VSL, if it took multiple follow-ups, that's what happened. Boom, objection handling. Go in, make the sale. Again, it just went round in this cycle right here. And the thing about this whole process is unless people's frustration is actually high enough to justify investing $2,000, that they could easily get on a fitness program or cheaper somewhere else, the thing is they're not going to buy. And they'll simply go for the $99 one. So the most important thing here is that during this qualification process that you are amplifying their frustrations. Otherwise, they're just going to go somewhere else. So what were the results? In the first month, 54K, which is a 337 increase. And then on the second month, it was 62K, which is a 14.8% increase on the previous month. If this sounds like something you're interested in and have a spare 15 minutes, book in a walkthrough session with me, and I'd be happy to give you a complete breakdown of the system and how it could be implemented into your coaching offer.